Heyo everyone, welcome back to the Undead Basement, and I know it's been a few months since I've posted a video. I've been caught up in a lot of IRL stuff, a lot of work stuff, and well, I don't want to go into too much detail because it's a bit private. But other than that, I just want to assure you, yes, I am coming back. Yes, I do have other plans in the works. Some stuff had to get restructured, some stuff had to get scrapped and all together. But rest assured, things are happening. I am doing fine. A lot of things have thankfully slowed down now, and I'm going to start making more videos. Aside from that, I recently just watched Prey last night, and I gotta say, this is easily already one of my top 5 of the year. Um, I don't have too much. Quick little background. I don't have too much history with the Predator franchise. I grew up watching the first movie, and I love the first movie. One of Arnold's best, and just one of the best action movies of the '80s in general. Um, no, I haven't seen the second movie in a long time, but I have seen it like once. I remember liking it just fine. I mean, from what I remember, I think it's just an all right movie. It's a decent sequel. It's about on par with something like RoboCop 2, a movie I like, but I wouldn't say it's as good as the first. Um, and after that, like, I've not seen the AVP movies. Um, Actually, I did see the first one, and I thought that was kind of boring in parts, but I hear people like it. I might have to watch it again. Um, I have absolutely no interest in watching AVP Requiem because what I do know about the movie, I do know that I'm not gonna like it at all. Um, I did see Predators, the Robert Rodriguez directed one, and I thought that one was pretty decent. Um, Probably like I'd say probably the third best movie in the franchise so far at the moment. Maybe fourth, who knows. Uh, but now, with the last one that came out before this one, The Predator from 2018, which was directed by Shane Black, one of my favorite writers and directors, and written by Fred Decker, who hadn't been in the industry for like like maybe a few decades now. Um, and wrote and directed two of my favorite horror movies of the '80s, uh, The Monster Squad and Night of the Creeps. And somehow you managed to take that. Somehow that pairing managed to fuck up the Predator, which is bizarre to me. I mean, like you'd think someone like Shane Black, who was in the first Predator movie as an actor, and probably, I mean, given some of the dialogue in that movie, probably did some uncredited rewrites on that flick. Um, you think it should be hard to screw up the Predator with that like that, but surprisingly, two of my favorite writers and directors managed to. So I guess what can you do? But on to this movie, on to Prey, which is probably the closest thing we had to a Turok movie at the moment, without it being Turok. uh, this movie was absolutely brilliant. I immediately fell in love with this movie on first sight. Already, the first thing to be said about this movie is that the cinematography is gorgeous. This movie is absolutely beautiful looking. It's stunning, I swear. The photography is very warm looking, but also very cold at the same time. Like when you see, I mean, like the openness of the sky and everything, it definitely looks very warm, but in a lot of shots, it looks very cold. And that definitely adds to the atmosphere of the movie. Like, you know, you definitely feel the coldness when the predator's around, and it just gives off this very tense kind of atmosphere, and I love it. Um, the action scenes are very well done, very well choreographed. with plenty of good gore, even if some of it is CG blood, which I don't necessarily care for, but it serves its purpose, so I'll give it that. Um, and then, of course, the performances. Those are easily one of the biggest highlight of this movie. I don't really remember a whole lot of the actors' names, but I definitely liked the main lead. I thought she was very good. She definitely had a real sense of vulnerability about herself, but also could be a badass when she wanted to be. Um, and I also liked the actor who played her brother. I thought he was definitely really good. Definitely added a really strong dynamic between the two, and definitely had a lot of chemistry with the main lead of the movie. And but outside of that, they're really the only two characters that get a whole lot of um, development. Not a whole lot of the other side characters really do much else. They're there, but they don't really I mean, outside of some surface level stuff, they don't really do much else. You don't know much about them or anything. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, because honestly, it makes the movie much leaner, much easier to follow, and definitely keeps the pacing up. But some of these characters could definitely have used some more development, especially with some of the French trappers that are in the movie. I have heard rumors that one of these characters is getting a prequel. I also heard that he's apparently some kind of. I also heard that apparently he has some kind of footing in Predator lore, but I don't know. I don't know jack about Predator lore, so who knows what the hell is gonna happen there. Um, Another thing I could definitely compliment this movie on is the direction. Um, I have not seen anything else. I mean, I have not seen. Sorry. This movie was directed by, was it Dan Trachtenberg, I think his name is, who also directed 10 Cloverfield Lane, his only other movie. He also directed a number of TV shows. Um, I have not seen 10 Cloverfield Lane. I have only seen the first Cloverfield. And I just never really cared to see the other movie, even though I heard good things about it. I might check it out now because I really dug this movie, so um, I'll definitely have to keep a lookout on that. He also directed a few episodes of Black Mirror and stuff like the first episode of The Boys, which for any friends of mine watching this, yeah, I still have not seen The Boys. If you want to chastise me in the comments, go ahead. Um, Other than that, Dan Trachtenberg's direction in this movie is very top notch. It's definitely very tight. I mean, the movie itself is definitely very tight. It doesn't feel like it's wasting your time. Um, but it knows how to. But the atmosphere is definitely there. Trachtenberg definitely really knows how to use the atmosphere of this movie, especially with the cinematography and the lighting. And I definitely felt that this movie was very tight with its pacing, and I definitely dig that. Overall, I don't really have many negatives to say about Prey. Um, this would easily be in my top three of the year so far, alongside the Batman and Top Gun Maverick. I haven't seen a whole lot of movies this year because of, life and whatnot. But outside of that, I definitely can't wait to see what they do with the Predator franchise going forward. Um, this was a very brilliant movie, and I hope that it gets a physical release soon because I definitely want this. I would definitely love to own this on Blu-ray. But anyways, what was I gonna say? To sum up, I'm back. Wait, I'm coming back. I will be back very soon, and I got other videos in the pipeline, or at least video ideas in the pipeline. And currently, I'm making a lot of plans. I hope to get a co-host soon because doing this by myself is quite hard. I also need a new editor, and if anybody who has editing skills is watching this, leave a comment in the comments below, and we'll try and get in touch. Thank y'all so much for being patient with me, and I'm very happy to finally have at least 57 subs at the moment. So, thank y'all, and I'll see y'all next time.